Hi, it's Mike, your personal career coach. So you got laid off from a FinTech. Now what? Well, first let me say I'm sorry. I was laid off from Credit Suisse in 2007, and it was one of the worst days of my life. However, we're in a much better environment now, and you can bounce back a lot faster than I did back then. So what I want to talk about today is how to investigate what other people have done and copy them. You don't always have to be an innovator in the space. Well, what do I mean copy them? Well, I have a number of different ideas. Number one, go into the people filter on LinkedIn, load in a lot of the fintechs that have laid people off. Now, don't put them in as current company. Put all those companies that have laid off people in the former company filter. So with a bunch of companies loaded into the former filter, take a look and see where people are now. Yes, you may get some people that left 3, 4, 5 years ago, but there's a lot of people leaving recently. So with a bunch of companies in the former filter, you'll be able to see where people are now and just look at the trends, look at the titles, see what's happening. Number two, download your first connections from LinkedIn, put some filters on, and see where people have landed. LinkedIn allows you to download your first connections, and that's the only thing they let you download, so take advantage. Number three, why don't you do a people search for everybody that you graduated with and see where they are? Again, go in with an air of investigation to see what companies are they at, see what kind of job titles they have. You can put filters in to see if they're in financial services now, and just see where they are. Number four, if you want to stay in FinTech, subscribe to Crunchbase and target those companies that, according to Crunchbase, have raised financing within the past year. So the idea is that if you're going to go to another FinTech, you want to make sure that they have enough of a runway in case the capital markets continue to be shut down. If a FinTech has raised money within the past year, the odds are they have a lot of room to go forward, where if they raised money 2 or 3 years ago, they're probably coming up on some stress. Here's some bonus material. Get to know yourself. Ever go to your best friends and say, what do you think I do better than anybody else? It's an interesting question to ask, and they can tell you personally, they can tell you professionally. All that information is really helpful. Or something I think is great is take the Strength Finder 2.0 assessment. Yes, there's a lot of assessments out there, but this one actually is pretty good and lets you know what your strengths are, your weaknesses are. The whole premise of the book behind it is that we should spend more time on doing what we do better and less time on trying to correct that which we don't do well. So thank you for watching. This is Mike. You got laid off from a FinTech, but there's a lot that you can do. Thank you.